welcome to Secondhand Blasters. This is Normatico here. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Normally I would have a new inboxed item to unwrap and show you and tell you how much of a wonderful deal I got on it, but unfortunately I fell victim to what is obviously one of the most interesting scammers in the history of scammers. So the other day I was actually at Walmart and I picked up a Nerf Pilot, mainly because I was always curious about this blaster. I saw that there were a lot of mods online and wanted to see just what the hullabaloo was about concerning this little blaster. Of course, I went online on eBay and happened to have seen a advertisement for a modded Nerf Pilot at a pretty great price, only a couple of dollars more than what the stock one was. So I went ahead and clicked purchase. Little did I know that this scammer just went ahead and used a Walmart Plus membership to order me a stock blaster and send it to my house. So I'm out a little bit of money. But of those things that, thanks to my friend at SM Enterprises, I was actually able to get a K25 upgrade spring for the Nerf Pilot, and I went ahead and put it into my original Pilot and decided to do a comparison video. So we are actually going to do a stock Nerf Pilot against a Super Pilot. And we're going to see what the difference is between the two and what happens when you put a K25 spring. Now, the Nerf Pilot itself, it does come with a couple of things in the box. Of course, you get the blaster itself, and you get a little pair of instructions, as well as a pair of blue AccuRound balls. Yes, I got 2 blue balls. Laugh it up. Anyways, so there is a slight difference between the AccuRounds and the standard Nerf rounds. The AccuRound divots are a little bit larger than the standard precision impact divots, and they say that they are more accurate. Now, normally when Hasbro does something like this, for example, like the AccuStrike darts, you sacrifice the FPS for the accuracy. I find that that might not be the case with these. So we're actually going to put both of those through the chrono with not only the AccuRounds as well as with the standard rounds, and we're going to see if there is a significant drop-off or maybe not. Who knows? Then afterwards, we're going to go ahead and actually do a range test and just see how much more powerful the K25 spring upgrade is with the Nerf Pilot. So go ahead and stay tuned. We're going to do the chrono next, and afterwards, after all the tests are done, I'm going to give you my final thoughts between the two blasters. Okay, so first we're going to use the stock Pilot with the AccuRound. Now for comparison, we are going to do the Super Pilot with an AccuRound. Stock Pilot using the high impact rounds. High impact rounds in the Super Pilot. Okay, so you can see from the chronographs that the AccuRounds and the high impact rounds really have almost no difference. In fact, in many cases, the high impact rounds were slower than the AccuRounds. So depending on how accurate the AccuRounds are, go with the AccuRounds. I do believe that Walmart actually has them on sale for $4 for a box of 30, which is not a bad price. Of course, if you do go to a local Ollie's, you can find the regular high impact rounds for boxes of 25 and 30 for $3.99. Now, whichever one you want to go with, just go ahead and actually pick up some rounds. I did mention earlier that this is probably one of the most versatile of the rival blasters, and I'm going to show you why. The modding community has done a lot of good things with this blaster, and 3D printers are a godsend to the modding community. So I was actually able to pick some of these up. These are actually 3D printed shells that you can use to fire mini darts out of the Pilot. Using the mini darts in the standard Pilot, you got right there around the 91 feet per second range. On the Super Pilot, I was able to pump out 109 feet per second. There is another one of these shells that has a brass breech involved that actually extends outwards a little bit. According to what people have said in the reviews, they can get close to 190 feet per second with a K25 spring upgrade. Now, whether or not I believe that, we'll have to see. I will have to order something like that and see if I can actually get that range. And if I do, I will definitely make a video about it. And I say this because, let's be honest here, there are people out there who are braggarts that love to make false claims about high FPS that just simply aren't true. Is the Pilot capable of reaching that? I think so. If you were to put some brass tubing, that should be able to boost it up quite a bit. Now, I have seen that these shells come in different sizes as well, which is one of the things I love about the Pilot. It is very easy to order those shells, so anything that you have in your arsenal, be it mega darts, be it mini darts, be it the standard elite darts, even if you actually have the ultra darts, those will fire them from this barrel. I mean, just for example, let's take a look at a mega dart. It will fit in there. Obviously, without a shell, it doesn't fire very far, but it does fire. The ultra dart will fit in there also. It will not fire. However, with the shell, there is no reason why it shouldn't. So again, this blaster, if you can use it to fire any kind of round that you have, just by a simple shell that you just insert in, that's fantastic. Of course, a lot of the other rival blasters do have similar settings for when it comes to, say, standard elite darts or with standard mini darts, that you can actually attach a barrel that comes out of the muzzle, but nothing that I've seen that actually goes straight up against where the plunger is. So that's pretty awesome. You can actually also buy attachments that allow you to shoot out the rockets as well as the Mega XL darts from here as well. I have seen those on Etsy, and who knows, I might eventually order those as well. I'm not sure. I'm not the biggest fan of the rockets or the Mega XL darts. I do like the XL blasters, such as the Double Crusher, but I don't know if actually I would want to shoot those darts, those really big blue ones, from a small blaster like this. But who knows? If they get the distance, we'll see. Now, we are going to go out to the range here shortly and see just how far we can get. I don't know if I'm going to do a complete shot with the blasters doing an angled shot and a straight shot, only because of the fact that, well, you know, if we get a good distance with the straight shots, I'm pretty sure that we will hit that 90 foot that's promised on some of the boxes. Now for the range test. Okay, so we are actually out on my little firing range here in beautiful, very sunny, very warm Ohio this summer. And I have the Pilot and the Super Pilot. So we are going to launch about 4 balls total, as well as 4 mini darts, just to see how well this blaster goes. Okay, so up first is the Stock Pilot. We're going to do an arc shot and a straight shot. The arc shot. Problem with the rival balls is that sometimes when they launch, they do bounce. So I'm going to take about 15 to 20 feet off the total range from where I get them. That looked to have gotten about 130 feet, minus the bounce, with the arc shot. Straight shot. We're going to go and actually now switch to the Super Pilot, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back with the Super Pilot, and now we're going to do the same thing with the arc shot and the straight shot. Straight shot. Gonna go do a quick ball recovery, then we're gonna do the mini darts. So I was able to record a 70-foot bounce from the point of impact to the ground to where the balls actually finally stopped moving. So it gets a pretty decent shot with the Super Pilot as well as with the Standard Pilot. Now, we're now gonna go ahead and load up the slugs for the mini darts. We're gonna do the Standard Pilot, and we'll do the same with the Super Pilot. Arc shot. With a straight shot. I'm going to switch out to the Super Pilot now, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we got some pretty good distance with the Standard Pilot. Now let's see what we can do with the Super Pilot. We're going to do the arc shot and the straight shot again, and see what we can get. With the arc shot. Good on that one. Let's try this one again. Going to recover those darts. Obviously one squibbed. I believe that dart might have been damaged when it was loaded. And we're going to see how far this one went compared to the standard. Stay tuned for the pictograph. So G-Rex and I are back from the range, and I am impressed with both the Pilot and the Super Pilot. Because of the distance that we got out of such a small blaster, this is the Standard Pilot, and the amazing distance we got out of the Super Pilot over a simple spring upgrade. Now, just to give you some comparison here, when I shot the X-Shot Pro Series, the long shot, we only got about 15 more feet using the X-Shot Pro versus the Super Pilot. So as a backup or as a secondary, this is amazing if you're going to be using competitive blasters. Now, I will say one thing though, there is a caveat to doing the K25 upgrade. G-Rex here will show you, this is the Standard Pilot. G-Rex, try to prime that.
Very hard.
That's the Standard Pilot. Now G-Rex, try your hand with the Super Pilot.
Yeah, I can't.
So, that being said, you're not going to want to hand this to a child that's under the age of 10 unless they have some really good forearm strength, because even as an adult, that is a tough prime, whereas this one, that's a lot easier. So, that is what I have to say about the Pilot. Now, I will say that this is a bargain value at $11.52 is what it sells at Walmart right now. I highly recommend picking one up. Am I upset over what happened with the eBay reseller? Look, yes, but like I said, silver linings. Had I not been scammed out of that extra $5, I would have never been able to do a side-by-side comparison of stock versus modified. So, I'll take my wins with my losses. Until next time, I do want to remind you all, we are still doing that free blaster giveaway. Once I hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to launch a video, and up for grabs is an Elite 2.0. I have a Rival Vision, a X-Shot Crusher. I have the Turbine as well, the Elite 2.0 Turbine. Sorry, I just had a quick little brain freeze there. And many other blasters. I also do have a Mastodon that is very lightly used in a box ready to ship out to one of my lucky subscribers. So you can't win unless you subscribe. And once I do launch that video, you'll get an alert. You shoot me an email, we exchange information in regards to what blaster you want and the address that it needs to be shipped to, and congratulations, you'll get yourself a new free blaster. But until next time, this is Normatico and G-Rex. Keep on blasting.